Imagine walking into court as a scared teenager, only to leave as the genius who outsmarts a seasoned prosecutor and shocks the judge into dismissing the case. This is the true story of Jalen Dawson, a 19-year-old accused of grand theft auto, who turned the courtroom upside down when he revealed he wasn't just another defendant. He was the smartest person in the room. The air inside the Los Angeles County Courthouse was heavy, filled with murmurs as spectators waited. Judge Walter Grayson looked down at the young man standing at the defense table, too calm for someone accused of stealing a car and resisting arrest. "Think you're some kind of legal expert?" the judge smirked. Laughter rippled through the courtroom. But Jalen wasn't laughing. He had spent years studying law, memorizing cases while other kids played games. This was his moment. The prosecutor, Mitchell Carrington, rose with confidence. He painted a simple story. Jalen was caught red-handed in a stolen Audi, fingerprints on the steering wheel, chased and arrested by police. The jury nodded. It sounded like an easy conviction. Then came the twist. When Jalen's nervous public defender stood up, he stopped her with a hand on her arm. "Your Honor," Jalen said firmly, "I'll be representing myself." Gasps filled the courtroom. Even Carrington chuckled, certain this would be easy. But everything was about to change. Jalen started with one question. "You said Officer Ruiz saw me behind the wheel that night?" "That's right," Carrington replied. "Then let's check his GPS logs, because Officer Ruiz wasn't even on duty when the chase began." The room went silent. The jury leaned forward. The prosecutor hesitated. Too long. Doubt spread. Next, Jalen tackled the fingerprints. "If you try on a jacket in a store and later someone steals it, does that make you the thief?" He paused, then explained he had touched the car outside a 7-Eleven hours earlier. Curiosity, not theft. He pressed further. The forensic specialist who processed the fingerprints wasn't even called to testify. No chance for cross-examination, no accountability. The cracks in the case grew wider. And then, Jalen dropped the bombshell. From his file, he pulled out a statement from the car's owner, Raymond Whitaker, a statement the prosecution had conveniently ignored. "I left my car running," Whitaker had told police. "Some kid jumped in. But it wasn't the guy you arrested. The kid I saw was white." The jury gasped. The judge froze. The entire case unraveled in seconds. Jalen hadn't just defended himself. He exposed bias, sloppy police work, and hidden evidence. Carrington stammered, but it was over. Judge Grayson sighed, looked at Jalen, and finally said, "Case dismissed." Chaos erupted. Half the courtroom was in shock, the other half in awe. Jalen stood still, letting the weight of the moment settle. He hadn't just saved himself. He had forced the system to look in the mirror. As reporters swarmed outside, shouting questions, Jalen pulled his hoodie up and walked past them. This wasn't about fame. It was about justice. His mother hugged him tightly, relief in her eyes. Across the street, Judge Grayson watched, no longer smirking but reflecting. Before Jalen left, the judge called out, "You should consider law school." Jalen smiled. He didn't need to consider it. He already knew. Because this case wasn't the end. It was the beginning. Jalen's story forces us to ask, how many others have been convicted not by evidence but by bias, shortcuts, and assumptions? Jalen had the knowledge to fight back. But what about those who don't? This isn't just about one trial. It's about every trial. And the next time Jalen stands in a courtroom, he won't be the defendant. He'll be the attorney. If this story made you stop and think, hit that like button, subscribe for more stories that matter, and share this video. Because the justice system only changes when people demand it.